Credit to them for taking that game into a third overtime. But in the end, they just ran out of steam.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, Pierre, you remember when the conversation was you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Here's Shepard. Has to flag. Davis on the double team. And here's Shepard for 3. Pure from three-point range.
When you're watching him play, Flag has promise as a playmaker. He's no ball hog.
Now here's Wall. Now here's Coulibaly. George defending. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. There's a screen. It's stolen by Coulibaly. Down low. Here's Sarr. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Here's Shepard. Out to the right wing. Here's Flag. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Lifting off and hammering it down. Flag just springing off the floor.
Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Here's Shepard. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. 4-3. Washington with a rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Christie comes with a double team. Has to Flag. And there's the drive. Oh! And Davis with the block.
He is such an impactful defensive player. Davis's length and timing makes him a prime-time shot blocker.
Here's Christie. Puts it up. Misses off the left iron.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's Edgecombe. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks down the long J. Shepard's got 6.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside Christie. To win the cold spell. There's the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Wow, V.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Now here's Wall. No made baskets yet. Pass to Davis. Over Flag. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Sixers lead by 8. Up top, Embiid. And he banks in the layup.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Outside Wall. Pass to Christie. The 3-ball. Paul George pulls it in. They've been making plays at both ends during this run, Grant.
When you're in a groove like this, there's no better feeling.
Embiid can't hit.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ending the quarter up 10.
The 76ers, wow.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Wizards trail by 10. Pass to Thor. Lets it go from deep. Jones grabs the board. And it's Ball off the drive. Here's Edwards.
Washington foul. JT Thor. First personal foul. First team foul.
Ball surveys the floor. 6 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Jones from outside. Knocks down the triple. Jones has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Thor. Here's Koloko. Defended by Jones. Washington moving the ball around. Thor can't get it to go. The Sixers lead by 13. And here's Edwards. Defended by Thompson. Oh, swiped away. Pass to Thor. Here's Koloko. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And here's Carrington. 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get off a shot.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Ball outside. Pass to Houston. There's the triple.
You have to admire the activity of Klay Thompson on the defensive end. It seems like he makes it his mission to make life difficult for whoever he's checking.
Here's Edwards. Clock at 4. Here's Jones. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Outside Carrington. Thompson outside. Lets it go. And the jumper falls for him. Thompson's gotten his first basket of the night. And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
And he drives in. Here's Jones. He got a piece of it.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Carrington with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Right side Carrington. From deep, Johnson. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Springer misses. Wizards trail by 11. And here's Johnson. No points so far. Pass to Koloko. And he goes in for the dunk.
They're in trouble if they let him post like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Here's Edwards. Deflected. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Guys?
It's all about health. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. And it's ball off the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
To the middle. Inside. Here's Thompson. Jones grabs the board. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. The Wizards trail by 13. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside Carrington. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Washington shooting their initial free throws of the game here. So he gets them both. And so it's Philadelphia closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More 2K action in just a moment. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Wizards trail by 11. Wall looking over the floor. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And here's Shepherd for three. Counted from distance. Shepherd's got his third basket on the night right there.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Wall attacking. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Meet him at the rim, Joel. Just a fantastic block there from Embiid.
To the middle. Christie with a steal. Here's Davis. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Davis has got his second bucket on the night.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Here's Edgecombe. Averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Embiid. Look at Embiid with the skilled finish.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Down low. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Embiid into the lane. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Christie up top. The three. The rebound by Embiid.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game. Just bouncing off contact. Sorry, man. 2 points the hard way.
Pass to Shepherd. Back to Embiid. Here's Flag. Clock at 6. Back to Embiid. Rebound Washington. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Here's Davis. The rebound by Embiid. Now Philadelphia with it. Philadelphia moving it around. Coulibaly brings the double. And the jam by George.
You see an opportunity if you're Paul George, say the athleticism is still a part of who I am.
Pass to Wall. Outside Davis. Back to Wall. From downtown. The rebound by Shepherd.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
George outside. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:13 left in the third. Pass to Shepard. 6 to shoot. Here's Edgecombe. Three-pointer.
There's a reason Bilal Coulibaly nightly draws the toughest assignment on the defensive end. This guy is so tough-minded.
Nice shot by Christie.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep. If you leave him that open, my goodness.
43 seconds left in the third quarter here. To the paint. Embiid doing his thing inside.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Outside Christie. Back to Wall. Pass to Davis. Nice touch by Davis inside.
Yet between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Now here's George. Shoots over Coulibaly. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 11 as the quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Sixers lead by 11. Jones in the post. Pass to Edwards. Back to Jones. Here's Houston. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Thor. It's rebounded by Houston. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. And the 76ers making a change here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Give lots of credit to Ball. He's refined his free throw shooting for sure.
He's off on the first. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. And he's good on the second. And it's Wall with the ball for the Wizards. They trail by 14. Outside Christie. Now Sarr. It's intercepted. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. It's stolen. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Wall. Outside Christie. Fires from deep. Jones grabs the board. The Sixers lead by 14. Edwards with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. Here's Springer. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Springer's got his first points of the night. Here's Washington now. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Here's Houston. And there's a pick. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Here's Davis. From 13. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it. Jones rips down the board. The Sixers lead by 16. Ball outside. Now it's Jones.
2 minutes. In the fourth quarter, 2 minutes. Wizards foul.
That's good from Jones.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Jones hits them both. Davis probing.
You can't let Davis get established positioning inside. If he does, you have to foul him.
First team.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Wizards.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Jones. Here he goes.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here's Ball. Now Edwards. Jams it home!
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the 76ers.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it shows.
Second team foul.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, you know, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Basketball.
The Wizards on offense. It's a 16-point game. Let's loose for three. Cleared away by Embiid.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bucket is good!
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Now Davis. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.